Hey folks, happy Friday. Today I'm going to show you a beautiful and delicious soup from Tuscan region of Italy. And this is the perfect soup to use up all the random bits and pieces in your fridge before you go out and shop for new ingredients. So the name of the soup is called Ribollita. So basically we're going to take all the aromatics, onion, garlic, celery, cabbage, parsley. We're going to cook it down and add some beans and breadcrumbs at the end. The idea behind this dish is to make it easy, make it cheap, make it substantial, and make it delicious. So by the end of it, you'll get to enjoy the rest of the Friday night with the kids and the rest of your family. Look at all these colors. So beautiful. And I promise you, it's gonna be healthy and delicious. And by the end of it, your kids will love it as well. First, get plenty of oil in a pot, and we're going to cook onion, celery, carrots, garlic, parsley stem, nice and slow until nice and tender and fragrant. By nice and slow, get the veggies stewing in the oil and maintain the heat and really extract the flavor from the veggies without being too aggressive. At this point, add some dry chili or black pepper if you want. Look at those veggies, it's looking nice and gorgeous. And then I'm gonna add the cabbage right now. After cabbage, I added my sweet potatoes and bean liquid. You can use water for this. And bring it up to a simmer, and make sure your carrots and sweet potatoes are tender before you add a tomato sauce. One tip on using tomato sauce in your stew is that you have to get your veggies nice and tender before adding tomato sauce, because the acid inside of the tomato sauce will keep your veggies from going tender. The scientific explanation behind this is that vinegar, acid, tomato sauce strengthens vegetable cell walls. So you have to cook and break down the cell walls before you can add any acid to your pot. The same thing goes with beans. Even if you soak the beans overnight, you still have to cook it in the water before adding tomato sauce. If you add tomato sauce to raw beans, the beans will have a hard time breaking down. At the end of the day, it's the concentration of the acid. If you're gonna put this little amount of tomato sauce in a giant pot like that, with that much of a liquid in there, your veggies will break down, but also your flavor will be diluted. Here I got carrots and sweet potato, two ingredients that take the longest to break down. I just wanna show you what I mean by tender. Skewer goes in, no resistance, no resistance. Here, I want to emphasize the difference between tender and soft and mushy. When the veggies are tender, you can still add a tomato sauce and stew a little longer while maintaining the integrity of the ingredients. If your veggies are too soft or on the verge of turning into a mush, and then you add a tomato sauce and stew a little longer, it will turn into a puree. But there's no right or wrong, it's all up to you. Right, I added my tomato sauce and chickpeas. Traditionally, they use cannellini beans in Italy, but I only have chickpeas in my fridge, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Beautiful, nice and bubbly. I'm going to let this stew away a little longer until it's a little thicker. Gorgeous. We're also going to make really simple pesto. We're going to chop up some parsley, mix it into grated garlic and olive oil, and season it with salt, and that's it. One tip about making pesto without any equipment is to grate your garlic and stir it in your olive oil before adding your herbs. Garlic is a great emulsifier that can bind your oil and the ingredients. In here, I have about 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of EVOO, and a splash of water. And I'm going to add the herbs in here to finish the pesto. By the way, this is a simple version of aioli. Look at that. Look how vibrant that is. Fresh, green, delicious pesto. And now you can season it with a touch of lemon juice, black pepper, anything you want to make it even better. Look at that. The stew is looking delicious already. We're nearly there. You can eat it as it is right now, but traditionally, Italians add stale bread at the end. We're adding breadcrumbs today. I added about a 1/4 cup of breadcrumb, and now I'm just going to let it cook until nice and thick. Beautiful. Look at that, we're done. Just cooking the breadcrumb for 1 minute and it thickens up the soup nicely. Now it's a beautiful, comforting stew. Look at those bread curds. I call them bread curds because they look like milk curds. Nice, soft, and delicious. And this is a perfect meal with a glass of Chianti at the end of the week. Right, let's plate it up. Splash of lemon juice, EVOO, and pesto in the center. Beautiful.